course, the moment we decide to start, we get a nice cargo plane flying overhead.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. Anyways, welcome back everybody to what is probably going to be the end game for the 100 Dupe challenge here on Oxygen Not Included. As always, I'm joined by my wife.
Hi.
And our dog that is apparently going to just stay on the bed over there and try and take a nap.
She likes naps.
That's what she does until, either you or somebody from the audience decides to pay for a treat for her. You know how it goes. I believe we should get started because, if anything, the load times for this might be a little bit unbearable. You know how it's been. So yeah, we're on cycle 400 on the Montanui colony. A really, really wonderful map where we got an unusual amount of water sources.
I like the map.
I like the map too. I think I was talking about it earlier. On a earlier stream earlier in the week, that I might circle back to this one sometime later in the future to just actually play with it in a not race to a 100,000 in a race to 100 dupes, because it looks like fun. I feel like I'll actually have fun with it, but I want to grow it at my own pace rather than, well, this with a ton of people. I think it could be a good idea for the future. If not, well, we'll see. I'm gonna plan on eventually, and by eventually I mean probably after this challenge is up, we'll think about actually grabbing the DLC so we can start playing around with that, hopefully. And trust me, it was on our list for, hey, we're gonna get this eventually, right? Yeah, it's just, let's not F up the challenge run and actually get this thing, you better be fine. Get this thing finished, and then we'll talk about actually taking a look at that. Now, if I'm right, one of the last things I was actually doing, this is gonna sound awful, one of the last things I was doing, I believe, was trying to run an extension on the pipes over here, trying to make sure that they actually start cooling off this way, because they are still rapidly acquiring heat. It's not exactly ideal, but Okay, let's roll like that for now. And we'll just see what happens. You guys okay? Okay. Hold up, did our thing break? No, our thing's just fine. Okay. Pip, did you plant more yet? Are you guys still too cold? Okay, well, at least this is working out in our favor and bringing in more stuff, and I've not been paying enough attention to notice if that's scalding or if that's suffocating. I have a feeling it's suffocating, and I'm just not really paying attention to it because why would I? Okay, good. That's done. We're gonna cause a little bit of flooding by expanding that first. And since nobody screwed up this time, we're gonna complete that one too. Wow, you're getting still pretty hot. I think we're gonna start completing the expansion up here for this, and since our calories have continued to increase, we pretty much have the go-ahead to just finish the challenge. I mean, it's still going to take close to 12 days to actually print out the dupes. Actually closer to... No, it would be about 12 days. 3 cycles of dupe, give or take. That's probably going to freeze if it ends up way the fuck down here. And I think we need to go hook up something else to the power supply, probably. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. How are we doing on hydrogen? I think we're gonna hook up like yet another hydrogen generator to this, just because this is starting to get really ridiculous. And I can guarantee that we don't have enough natural gas to warrant, or justify rather, another natural gas generator. But at least like this will be largely okay. Let's go like that. I think they've completed the pipe. Yeah, they've completed the pipe. Don't you dare. Okay, starvation's not that bad, but they're usually in the bathroom whenever that happens, so I'm not gonna panic about it. How are we doing here? Since we actually have some of that, I'm gonna... Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it at 20. Whenever they get the resources, they'll drop by and actually do things, I guess. For now, I'm not gonna... What was that? I'm not gonna care about it too much. Oh shit. Oh right, because you guys deconstructed that one pipe, so we've got that to deal with. Okay, it's still cold over here. The water is probably between 70 and 80 degrees by the time it's reaching these guys, so hopefully that'll be okay. I think between bringing it down within their livable body temperature and having the cold polluted water pipeline circulating, I think we'll be okay, at least, again, long enough to finish the challenge. And I think we're gonna start actually developing the floors up here next. What I do have to do is drop in other things like airflow tiles, but I don't exactly feel like laying out those floors right now. And why is one of you like perpetually starving? Are you okay? Sure, he's probably fine. Hopefully, probably. If not, oh well. Okay, the carbon skimmer here should be taking care of all the stuff coming in from that coal generator. I might make this into yet another power room, or power station room. I think my biggest concern is that I'm going to need to move this large power transformer over one so that I can actually seal the room in. But before I justify that, I'm not convinced we have a decent amount of coal. I'm between wanting to use that more for extra refined carbon or other things. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give some like working orders for that. I guess worst case scenario is I deconstruct some of these and yeah, there's no... Wait a minute. Yeah, you guys are fine. Yeah, I'm just going to deconstruct like 2 of these and attach another hydrogen generator onto it. Pretty much because we can, and pretty much because the infrastructure is already there, and we've gained about another 400 kilograms per tile since I added in another hydrogen generator last time, or 2 times ago. Whenever that happened. Yeah, sure. Okay, this room will hopefully be emptied out soon. This room has not yet failed, so we're good. We may keep that other room because it already exists. We may not. I'm kind of leaning towards turning that into Help me with words, Kelsey. The chlorine room.
It's like, I don't know what words you're trying to say. It's like another...
Read my mind, I don't know. It would be...
Another, park. Another gas storage room.
It would...
How should I know what you mean?
I would keep it as a gas storage room, it's just... Yeah. Stop telling me starvation. There's 96 of you and over 1 million calories. You're not starving. Okay, so the smart money would be to more than likely build a metal refinery up here. Probably siphon off some of this really cold, well, relatively cold polluted water. Actually, that's below freezing, so it's uncomfortably cold, I suppose. I did not hear the printer fire off. I feel like an idiot.
It fired off?
Apparently. Alright, so the night owl, yes. Let's go with that. I feel like as is tradition, I should be distributing skills. In fact, didn't I say that I was gonna do that off camera and then I didn't because...
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Well, as is tradition, there's 3 left to go now. I may as well...
Wait.
I may as well do it right now. I mean, okay, no, you're gonna wait because you're an artist. You can be a tinkerer though, for all I care. Now watch, I'm gonna distribute skills, and the same thing is gonna happen like last time.
Where you have to reload because it crashes?
I'll have to reload because some dipshit.
Died.
Yeah, some dipshit is gonna die. Oh wait, no, you still have 1 more point. Here, go there. Yeah, sure. And then yeah, I said, yay, we can have more miners in the colony because they actually want it. Instead of me pushing that on people that don't want it. Okay, so you're just going to be another Masterworks. Hopefully I won't have to restart again just so I can do this portion of it. But again, I don't think we've got anything too demanding going on right now, where I'm forcing them to hurry up some sort of excavation or something or other. Do you remember how far back up the list I had to go, Kelsey?
No, I have no idea.
Oh good, so this will be fun. Here, straight shot for the artist, straight through for that. You get a hat, you get to be another Masterworks. We have nearly 25 or 75% of the colony with improved carrying, so that's actually kind of cool. I'm really proud of that one. Okay, you're there. Like straight for that. Man, I like picking up like the jacks of all trades types, where they've got like what feels like 3 to 4
lights
branches that you can just assign skill points to. Okay. Yay, 72 with improved carrying. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna lean on a lot. A bunch of people just gaining improved construction. Oh, I should probably leave you alone. Didn't I screw with people like that too last time? It's like, oh no, you can't, or you shouldn't take that because you're overly stressed.
Yep.
And I kind of just said, screw it, they'll be fine.
You're so mean to them.
They're fine.
So mean.
They're fine. There's so many of them. Okay, looks like we're missing a few for that. Strangely enough. Let's go there. No, let's do carrying first because there are exosuits actually around now. I'm gonna leave you alone. There we go. I remember that it's like, no, I'm almost done because I wasn't finding any more missing liked or preferred skills or whatever they're called. And yeah, I got up to here, and then suddenly there's a couple that just need something. Okay, 61 of them have exosuit. Man, the cleanup to this is going to be impressive and a disaster, I think.
Yes, it will be.
Okay, there's another builder. I'm pretty sure now you're overly stressed. The good thing is a lot of them have their morale pretty ridiculously high.
You've done a good job decorating.
I have, but I've also not yet given them any kind of rec room. I'm gonna go with a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're getting like intermittent power issues at the moment. Oh look, you're out of skill points. But yeah. I feel like I'm caught in some sort of hellish loop of skill point simulator. Of just trying to give people their stupid points.
I find it hilarious.
We're most of the way done here.
You just have so many people.
I remember complaining about it, like, when we were at 25 or 30. It's like, oh man, this is gonna suck later. Yeah, it did. It does.
Bitches.
It does. Okay, you know what? That's probably good. Alright, let's keep going. We're probably okay. We're getting some interesting melting going on here. Oh. I understand where it's melting from. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so arguably the worst thing with this plan anyway, is I need to try and plan out a few things. That and run some appropriate infrastructure up and around. And probably watch and make sure that nobody is a dumb idiot that ends up dying over here, because, you know, that... Again, that's always a thing. The good news is we're here at the crossroads, I guess, for the thing. There we go. So it's saving now. We're more than likely good and don't have to worry about redoing the skill point distribution. Hopefully, probably. You know what? I should probably build the rest of these out of insulated tile instead. Because I was serious. Oh shit. I was serious about what I was saying. I think we are going to try and do some kind of cooling loop. And because, you know, because it's this map, we're gonna basically run a metal refinery down here, because we're kind of starting to run low, or at least a bit low, on resources. And well, I really want that back, but running it was basically slowing us down and not letting us finish the 100 dupe challenge, because our calories slid back, I think nearly down into the 500,000 calorie range. And I know that doesn't sound terrible, but it is when it's been sliding back for quite a few cycles and you're kinda not able to fix it anymore. I love that they're all complaining about the long commutes, but I'm not willing to touch on...
Plastic yet?
No. We're largely set up to actually go for it, but right now, I'd rather not. And I only say that because it's gonna be a thing. Are we doing fine? Okay, I'm gonna keep a close eye on how much hydrogen there is, but considering how many, you better be fine. Considering how many electrolyzers we've got active on the map, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. I think the biggest issue might be actually trying to capture it all, because I know I'm at least venting a few just out into the well, I guess I would say atmosphere, but it's just being let loose into the base. At least for now. Oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be cool. Okay, there. Do that. Hopefully some of this ends up flowing in this direction, because that... Oh god. Was that really... Did I see that right? You're not starving, you're fine, just get yourself to a fridge.
No.
Apparently. At least the fire poles have come in very handy for this. Okay, there's that. Okay, we're hovering over 1,000,000 calories, which is very good. Oh god, not this shit again. Okay, we're fine. We're doing fine.
Keep telling yourself that.
We are doing fine. For the most part. Alright, are you guys okay? Hey look, we can make some mushroom wraps, apparently. What is that, like, three mushroom wraps? Do the lettuce? I'm pretty sure that's the right-ish, math. That sounds right to me.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll take my word for it, thank you. Okay, 151, 100, that doesn't... Can't this go up to like 198 or 149? Okay, so if I kept it over here, it's not a good idea, especially with the expansion plan for the cool steam vent. Okay, I may fix up this area beginning next dormancy because we can. Yeah, try and make sure that it's not letting off more heat. Try to protect all this from getting too overly hot. And just making sure everything's up and running fairly well. 78, 74. Okay, yeah, this will pan out well. And that scared the crap out of me. I thought we were short a bed, because I'm like, wait, we're short 3 people and we have 2 beds. Oh, never mind. Did she just snore over there?
Yes, she is snoring.
That's cute. Okay, shit's finally... No, you dumb fucks. I know somebody's about to get trapped down there if y'all keep fucking doing that. Never trust the dupes. That's really what this is all always boiled down to. Do not trust them. Oh look, we're about to lose our first Noshbean room because the ice is actually starting to melt. Okay, let's go for that. I'm a little surprised that... Well, you might be right, Kelsey, in the way that I was posing that question much earlier. Why do we have this weird carbon dioxide layer when there's breathability and an electrolyzer down here?
Yep.
You might be right, it's just getting blocked, but that's really odd, I think.
I never said it wasn't odd, I said that's a possibility.
I think you're right, though.
Good.
Yep. Too hot. I'm pretty sure this is all creeping this way in terms of too hot. But the calories are still going up, so I'm not gonna care too much about it, I guess. I feel like it makes me sound like a terrible person because I'm like, it's fine. They're doing fine. Don't worry about them. Okay, the biggest challenge for trying to set up a more or less stable area for actually growing the lettuce instead of what I'm trying to do, or instead of what I've been doing with just letting them be like that, is I need to flood a couple of farm tiles with salt water or brine. I think we are going to need one more electrolyzer room and distribution center, if you can call it that. I think we may expand it over to this way, but I think the temperature that we're getting down here is a little disturbing.
It's a little too hot.
That would explain our lack of oxygen generation. Our thing's fucking broke because of the heat.
Can you let anyone in?
I mean, I will. I just let them turn into vacuums earlier because, well, because, really.
The bottom's broke too.
I know. See, look, it's in a vacuum. And then watch all this stuff come rushing in. Hopefully I won't need to upgrade everything to steel, but I'll definitely upgrade them to gold amalgam for now. I may, like, turn these up to 9 because they need done.
Need done.
Now.
Good job.
That took a while. Hang on, I feel like this is my curse because I feel like only I could end up pulling something like that. Yeah. Make something overheat in the cold of a Rime map, but I get it, it's an electrolyzer.
Overheat and it's coming die.
It's coming in hot. I think the next printable is about to activate or come online, whatever you want to call it. I was just ignoring the insufficient oxygen generation. I'm like, yeah, that happens every now and then. I'm not gonna care about it. Rowan, would you mind leaving? Thank you. Like, I know it's hot there. It's like, I don't know, standing in Arizona. Just move. Also, we're getting this phenomenon again, where I'm pretty sure that this one's actually explainable, but I'm not entirely sure where that polluted water is coming from. There we go. Come here, 98. Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes. Always the improved athletics, or preferably the diver's lungs, but we're good. We're doing okay.
I like Twinkle Toes.
Hey, somebody want to come get that? Please? There's, like, a third of the colony is idle. Don't you dare tell me, thank you, that nobody can come get that water. That's just waiting to be picked up. Alright. I'll have to laugh that the electrolyzers are what broke. I would have expected the gas pumps to break first. Hopefully it means we don't have to come back, but because these rooms are basically two-tiered, we can at least just open it from the top if we need to come by and do any kind of maintenance for these. I also feel like this is exactly why I built the rooms like I did. Just, you know, if you need to worry about it, worry about it. If you don't, don't worry about it. Do me a favor and try not to need to worry about it. Okay, so hopefully that solves our growing pressure issue up here for a lot of this. Chances are it will, and it's not something we need to worry about. I suppose what we do need to worry about is the current lack of power. There we go, thank you. It might also mean that I'm gonna need to tinker around with a very nice. May need to actually tinker around with a. Oh, come on. Get up there. Pardon me. Petroleum engine. Hopefully once and for all to actually not let it to overheat things in the area. Okay, yeah, it's all coming from up here. That's fine. Totally fine. It at least gives Dupes a thing to do. Like, y'all better be operational again, please. Okay, everything seems to be working once again. Well, except for the fact that I need to seal off that bottom room. That explains where the chlorine is randomly getting sucked up and delivered up in the base again. Like I said, this pretty much tells me that I do need to create an infinite storage room for the chlorine itself. But for now, this is okay. Sort of. Okay, let's go like that. Let's do a little bit more mopping. And yeah, chances are still high that we're gonna expand this to mirror this one a bit more and just, yeah, run some more oxygen, hopefully up and somewhere. I may dedicate its own filter to it, because if it's coming up here to try and help with the whole pressure issue, I may as well try and contribute as much as possible. So I guess enough talk, may as well start with the expansion. So here, we'll we'll start by deconstructing these first, and I guess actually pushing these out the way that it should be. I think that means that I'm also just gonna temporarily close this off so that this hydrogen gets captured and sent up here. Well, so that the hydrogen that spawns from here actually gets captured and sent to the infinite storage room instead of just flowing out for no apparent reason. I think we're gonna follow the same idea-ish. Maybe leave everything with the capability of expanding to a full-sized room, like I have the other ones, but not necessarily forcing it to happen right now. So yeah, there we go. That will eventually be 4 electrolyzers working in tandem, much like the other ones. I would love to leave the abyssalite layer there, but chances are very high that we're going to need to run piping and stuff through here, so it's kinda not a possibility right now. And yeah, I know, it's hot in there. Try not to worry about it so much. Okay, so it'll go like that. Once I actually get power running to those, we'll deal with it, I suppose. Okay, those gain those. We'll just set a bunch of airflow tiles like this again. I think this time we're gonna negate the ladder, just because we already have it set like this. I don't see it really screwing with things all that badly. Also because we have more gold than anything in terms of refined metal. Not counting the lead. God no, not for this room. We're gonna just keep building shit like this. Okay, we're fine there. So the same thing up here. Run a line of gold. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna drop in one more gas pump for now, with its accompanying gas filter. And again, we're gonna try and follow this as much as we can, based off of our other rooms. And Was there a reason I did this the way that I did? Hold on, you're going that way and being bridged out weird, you're going there. Okay, that means we're probably gonna run this as its own dedicated oxygen line up to the pressure, to solve the pressure by the farms. No, I suppose this means I also have to dig out up to here, but you know, we can slowly fix things like that. Okay, the pipe goes there. This pipe will be all weird looking because it just hooks up to basically the master hydrogen line, which means we go there. Okay. The good news is this part is going to be easy. We're going to have, quite honestly, the outflow going this way. Are you anywhere near close to coming on? Let's cheap out on that, I think. So we'll go, actually no, we can't do that. Or I don't think we can do that. Here. Close that. I'm pretty sure this means we'll need to make spaghetti in the future, but right now it's not my problem. I don't know if it will be my problem later. It usually is. Actually, no, here. I have the solution. We'll breach this so that those airflow tiles are actually useful for a change. We'll plug in the everything else going out that way that isn't helium. Sorry, hydrogen. And we'll get rid of this bridge and everybody will be happy. Probably. Yeah, probably. Okay, those are running fine. We're gonna go ahead and reclaim literally that resource and probably like the one little, yeah, bit of pipe that went down here. I'm assuming the lack of water that was coming in means that the power went out long enough that this wasn't operating. Hopefully it was just that and not something more serious. I'm highly doubting it was something more serious, but that's okay for now. Okay, that's being built, that's being built. The moment the moment that gets finished, we're gonna go ahead and deconstruct those just so that there's 100% flow coming in through those pipes. Should I kill some of these guys? We at least have 3
Sure.
glossy Dracos.
I mean,
Like, do
food.
they drop good stuff? Do you drop meat? That's all I care about.
It should.
Hold up, he's 114.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens if I attack one of these guys. I'm not sure what I want. I don't know.
Yes, picked up.
Okay, picked up meat. There we go. All right, 99. There it is. Diver's lungs. Don't. Oh wait. Diver's lungs and increased food morale bonus. Thank God.
Plus no decreased strength.
Yep. I mean, I'm okay with the decreased strength. It's just. Here we go. We're 1 away. All right, 3 more. There, 3 more cycles, and we're at Dupe 100. We're at the end. Okay, that's still not done, and that's okay. I'm kind of eyeing this, going, should I actually drop a carbon skimmer down here and try and guarantee that the chlorine gas just stays further down? Should I... Hold on. Should I trap this here now and here. Less talking, more doing. And what all is in here? I'm pretty sure that I might be able to just take advantage of... Oh, hell yeah. I may be able to take advantage of this. And since it's so close to these rooms, that I can probably get away with growing some of the chlorine atmosphere needing plants, which I've never really been able to do. It's pretty much equal parts. I don't care about them, and I don't want to, but I rarely, if ever, set up these kinds of rooms. Also, of course, the one time that I'm like, yeah, let's set one up. No bomb lily seeds. That's okay. All right, we'll still trap that room. We'll keep it ready just in case, and it's like 20 degrees outside of the livable range for that, or pardon me, the growable range for the one particular plant. Okay, why are you guys acting like that? But you know what? I'm sure they'll be fine. Deconstruct those. I basically have a ton of ventilation spaghetti going on because we really need it. Like, no joke, we really need it. Okay, they can reclaim those resources and everything's fine. Okay, hopefully those 3 glossy Drecos will get us enough plastic to actually slowly start introducing beds, or bedrooms rather, into here. Also, the polluted water circulating, trying to warm up, or sorry, cool down the plants is slowly heating up, but I think at a rate of like 1 degree every 5 to 8 cycles, I think. And okay, let's keep moving up with that setup. I think we're gonna build the metal refinery as far up as we can, and that's under refinement. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. We should not drop it there because I'm still gonna do the whole transformer per floor rule. My bad. I should have been paying a little more attention to that. It's okay. It'll go there. And then we need a liquid pipe as an outflow. We're gonna need some kind of liquid in, which, like I was saying earlier, I think we might take some from here, or we might acquire... Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna use polluted water for down here. We're gonna need to probably run it a bit longer to try and ditch as much of this heat as possible, but it's still gonna be an okay idea, I think. It's probably not gonna be too pretty, but at least it'll be workable, I think. So I may as well head down to that pit and drop in a liquid pump somewhere. Probably right under where the thing has been, the natural gas generator has been dripping into. But out of precaution, actually no, to avoid all this entanglement, we're just gonna drop it over here. Screw it. Okay, we're dropping that there. Assuming this line isn't connected, I think... Oh shit, it still is. Okay, we're probably gonna disconnect the old... I needed that overlay. We're gonna disconnect this that's been feeding into the old metal refinery and probably just sacrifice that water since it's already been pretty much gone for the most part. Can you handle this? Cool. Why were you showing me that in red? Do I have a mess up somewhere? No, really. Why are you yelling at me in red? Maybe we should look at that later. Or maybe it's just being fun. I don't understand. Here, get rid of that. And I guess get rid of that as well. I don't see it. I don't know why it was showing up in red. It doesn't seem to be angry or bothering anything right now, so we're just gonna carry on, I guess. And I think this first bit will just all get run as an insulated pipe, just to... oh god, what was that? Okay, no, I'm just saying things, I'm sorry. We're gonna run this out as insulated pipe to meet up over here. Probably run that as normal piping up here. I'm pretty sure I may want to be careful with where... oh, okay, you are actually overloaded. Okay, may want to be careful over here because I know that some of the wiring that I placed over here is actually being run as lead wiring. Okay, this panned out in a way that I was kind of secretly hoping for. I think we're gonna push some of the cooling loop this way. Oh good, everybody's here. Okay, so in theory it's gonna go like that, the two airflow tiles. I'm gonna build some of that like that. And then there, everybody will be happy, things will get done, probably, hopefully, and we should probably keep developing more floors, but again, let's hobble over that 100 dupe mark, and then we'll worry about actually doing other things. You know, like crude oil and petroleum production. Speaking of, I really need to go check on how that one, not lead, how that one water geyser is doing. You better be suffocating, but because you're passing through like a low oxygen environment and not the alternative. Thank you. Okay, heavy watt conductive. If we zoom in, because I literally can't see crap. And we're going to cheap out by actually running it like that. I think it won't do us too much good, but I'm definitely dropping in some more statues up here, even though the heavy watt conductive wiring is going to just make them angry and depressed because it's so ugly to look at. Okay, that line is connected up to the metal refinery now, so we're good. Just needs power and the outflow to actually go somewhere. So here, we may as well start this up. I think we're gonna borderline cheap out on it and just do this with it now. Or actually, no, I'm gonna run it through the fire pole since I'm trying to protect that cold, polluted water section off to the right. But in doing so, I think we're gonna divert off this way and probably make some weird looking spaghetti to finish this off. So hang on. We're probably gonna go there. And we're probably gonna upgrade some of this into insulated tile because frankly I'm getting a little bit paranoid about heat transfer in this particular area. I know earlier I was actually making things out of insulated tile, and It's kind of fallen apart to the point that I'm not really caring about it too much. Also, I wonder, this goes away, and if this wheel goes away, what else should I hook up here instead? Alright, get rid of that. Is it time? Well, there's Diver's Lungs. Lyra's dupe number 100, we're done. But don't worry guys, we'll continue this map for a while, because like I was saying in past streams, I don't want it to be like, oh, just sprint to the 100 and you're done, yay. Like, no, let's see what happens if we continue the colony for a while. Make sure, you know, the systems are actually up and running. I think this one may have the unique, or rather unique to me, issue of probably needing to actually either cap it or literally tap into all water sources to keep oxygen production up. I only say the capping thing because it may be way too many, or it may be too big an area, too many dupes around that actually making the base a confined-ish area, and anything outside it be mandatory atmosuits required to walk around in. Does that make sense? I like to think it makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense to you, so I can't
Like,
really
so
say
sure, why not?
Don't look at me like that. You're fine.
No, she's not.
She's apparently not. Yep.
She's fun. She's a lot of fun. Okay, at least we can mop some of that before we continue going. So I've had fun with this nice little challenge. Don't know about you guys.
Trying to get to 100, you mean?
What do you mean trying? We did.
No, and not let them die is the part that I was gonna say trying.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they did die a few times. A few of them. But...
Water under the bridge.
yeah, water under the bridge. They're alive now, aren't they? Everybody's good. Let's start up some of this production once again. Because we are running out of refined metal to use. We need our refined metal to continue running some ridiculous long lengths of our various lengths of wire over here.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I had a chance. I may as well take that opportunity, right?
You're a nerd.
Uh-huh. You married me, so who's the bigger nerd?
You.
That's not a nice thing to say.
No one ever said I was nice.
Uh-huh. Maybe I'll hold off on that one. Okay. Well, since our original end goal here is completed, we may as well start with the whole giving more structure to the base, I suppose, and, you know, untangling some of these lines. Hey, are you angry because... okay. Yeah, okay. This always trips me up because it makes me feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not. It's just that there's no power wire connected to that.
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna... I'm really curious to see how this is all gonna work and pan out by running the wiring like that, or the piping like that. Because I know it's gonna cause a huge melt issue up here. On the one hand, I could start trying to remove all this ice, but I think we're gonna let it melt, just let it literally come all the way down here. It is a long way down, and I'm sure the Paku will be fine. Also, it's apparently warm enough to start giving me tropical Paku down here.
That's surprising.
I know, considering they started off as Gulp. Well, Paku, and then we got Gulp.
Well, and it's a rhyme map.
You know my specialty, it's apparently fire. Apparently. Oh good, this room is about to empty out very soon. Speaking of that... Okay, I can't fix this room completely right now until... Nice. Until the natural gas the natural gas geyser up here stops. So it's going to be an ongoing issue for at least probably the next 9-10 cycles, because we do have to wait for the geyser to stop. And you know what? Let's
Drink.
Thank you. Let's do something nice for up here. We're gonna drop a sweepy right there, and I think I set them to make aluminum, and I know there's enough. Oh shit, I'm apparently drunk whenever I draw these. Okay, I'm gonna draw a sweepy so we don't have to worry about this polluted ice just dripping all the way down. It'll probably work in our favor, but for now we're just gonna let it be, just leave it alone. And I'll take my 100 dupes and just go away. But because there are enough of them... -5, +5... Okay, that makes sense that insulated tile would look atrocious. In the sense of, how it looks. But what if, and that's the wrong place to put that in, but that's, we'll fix that. I do not condone this, but what if we make the walls out of carpeted tile for a bedroom? Or well, at least 2 bedrooms, I don't know. That sounds disgusting and something I would not like to have. We have a lot of plastic for not actually using or getting plastic. Alright, there's a deodorizer right there. I'm kind of staring at, who is that? A Devon? Yeah. I'm looking at that Devon going, hey, why the F can I not build right there? Oh. Okay, I think we may start bringing in some more lead and start dropping that in as metal tiling in certain places. The inner environmental engineer in me just kind of screams at why the F are you building out of lead, but yeah, just don't think about it. It's fine. It'll be fine. Are you guys okay up there?
No.
I'm just hearing the thing just keep pinging for probably suffocating. It's probably suffocating. And yeah, let's continue adding these. I'm pretty sure they will contribute to the decor, at least the way that I'm hoping they do. It's just that I'm kind of eyeing that minus what is that, quarter run speed, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling like it would be beneficial to make them suffer that. Besides, given how green these rooms already are, I'm pretty sure it's doing what I was intending it to do. Are you guys okay? Like, are you guys just chatting up there and chilling? Okay. I mean, suit yourself, but odd. In retrospect, I probably should have started up a what's the word I'm looking for here, Kelsey? Dreco farm earlier, but
Wall
given
sheep.
yeah, the wall sheep. But given that it is Rhyme, that was pretty much not feasible until fairly late into the 100 dupe run. Yep, this is panning out great. Can I touch that at all? I can't touch that at all. Okay. We're gonna... Ooh. Do I have an order for, like, who got here first? I swear there's a way to actually check up on that. Oh. This'll suffice. Anyways, I need a Camille, Turner, and a Lindsay at the very least. And here's the fun part. Which Camille, Turner, and Lindsay? I guess I could have, like, unhatted them to give them this, or maybe I'll... How should I... I didn't think this one through, either. You got any suggestions for me, Kelsey?
Nope.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks. It's probably just gonna be a complete crapshoot for who ends up getting a bedroom. I mean, an ultimate end goal for this map will in fact be to, and I'm dreading saying it just because of the amount of real estate it's gonna take, but actually upgrading everyone to have their own private bedroom. Now that, you know, we've reached our end goal of 100 dupes, what else can we do with a colony of this size? Oh my god, it's taking so long to just touch each and every door and set them to open. Actually, should I have mopped that up? It's cold. It's draining into the air, and we may take advantage of that. Ha! I never have to respond to that noise ever again on this map. Give me those pip eggs. Never again. Although now I may be going insane wondering, I wonder what the true limits of this map is. Like, how many, given all the water, how many dupes could this feasibly sustain? No, we're not gonna aim for that. Or if we do, I'm definitely gonna save a copy of this map first at the 100 dupe milestone, I suppose. And we'll find out, but it's not my goal right now. My goal is to finish it to here. Okay, go like that. I'm starting to wonder, also with all the amount of farming we've done throughout the game, or not farming, ranching we've done throughout the game, how much steel can we feasibly make, and how many rockets do you think we could actually churn out?
Apparently quite a few.
Hopefully quite a few. Okay, so that's pretty cold, or pretty warm. I may need to drop in some radiant pipes to help actually distribute out some of this. But I don't feel like it's running too terribly often, and it's at least ditching 20 to 30 degrees worth of heat. So I guess no harm done? Probably. Oh, I should keep dropping those in this area, just because we're slug enough to deal with those. I think we're also gonna keep this in development just because. Well, just because. Maybe if I end up pausing the game at some point in the future, I can map out a ton of stuff to do and just we'll focus on an area and see how many dupes end up there, and how the full force of 100 just get to town, go to town and get to work. You're fine. There's over 1,000,000 calories. You're not starving. Oh shit. Stop lying. Okay, this is gonna block off some of that. I see we're still having power issues. I'm gonna chalk it up slightly to the fact that there's the metal refinery doing that. You know what? I thought of the idea, or I thought of how. If we have 6 of those, no, if we have 6 of those ready to go right now, if I just deconstruct the first 6 cots, by default, those appropriate dupes will go and slip into those beds. See, they're already being claimed. Also, I'm very sorry if you guys were actually sleeping, or scheduled to be sleeping, and I completely screwed with you there, but they'll be okay. Also, maybe I need to help contain this by dropping one of those there. Hopefully that actually helps stop this a little bit more. Probably, hopefully. Oh god. Okay, that means nobody's really been over here in a while. And good. Running those desalinators is actually allowing us to regenerate or refill this water pit, which is good. Are you dormant? You are not dormant. Okay. And it's a good. I'm also torn between. We probably gave this enough room / time to fill up all the way, and we probably should have turned it on earlier with just a single desalinator. But this pans out. This works out very nicely for all the things that we wanted to do. Alright, let's go check on that bottom water pit. You know, provided I can actually move. And I should probably consider somewhere probably on the bottom right side of the colony setting up another nosh bean farm, because I'd like to keep that going, just because we can. All right, cool. How are we doing here? Turn off in 40 days, and we've got. I mean, we've got a good chunk of water, at least. Since we've cleared the challenge, honestly, all this water is just going to end up being run through a pump and put into an oil well there. Originally, I was trying to build this up to here, or out to here, but this one decided to just open up completely and erupt extra crude oil, and I didn't feel like running a water filter down here, so we may be able to throw together some kind of crude oil boiler to get the whole 1-to-1 petroleum conversion. We may not, because I've not actually attempted to make one of those, so you know, it may be a moot point. She's fun back there.
She is.
Okay. I have a feeling most of our suits at this point are probably, yeah, backed up with oxygen, so I think at least 2 electrolyzer lines are probably close to not running. That's a lie. These are probably. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start up another carbon scrubber somewhere on this side. I know we used to have one a while ago, and then it kind of turned unnecessary, and then it turned necessary again. You know, I really should have sealed off the airflow tiles if I wanted that to work. You know, there's plenty of chlorine by way of Oh, what are they called? The chlorine geyser. Is there a reason this is feeling so... Oh, right. I left this one... I turned this one off because it was helping the atmosphere down here because we were getting pretty much nothing but chlorine, and we needed all of that to run in order for us to keep growing food. So hang on, if that's there, if we literally just run it up 2 more levels, 3 more levels, I'm sorry, I can't count, we'll probably be fine and can at least reduce part of the carbon dioxide buildup over here. I reckon I could be lazier and just run a single run a single gas pump with an appropriate gas filter and just literally run all the carbon dioxide out through this vent, but where's the fun in that? We've got plenty of water that this really shouldn't be an issue with turning some of it into polluted water. Plus, we can always just run it back through a water sieve, and we'll be fine. If we really wanted to convert it back into clean water. No, that's correct. That's also correct. Did I? I did. Okay, have fun. Do good. Okay, so in theory, this will at least clear out like this section's worth of carbon dioxide. I think I am serious about, or I'm thinking. I'm not thinking anything. There is no technical oxygen gas flow from left to right, or left half to right half because of a few walls. If anything, there's probably some flow here, but we've got some strange things going on to keep blocking it. So all that really tells me is we either need to drop one over here to help this whole situation out, or we need to drop one somewhere else just because no, you guys are fine. Well, we're getting this weird, like, carbon dioxide layer up here, followed by breathability down here thanks to this electrolyzer, and I don't know, I really don't know what's going on here. Maybe, like, the random openings of these pneumatic doors just lets oxygen out. It just seems really odd that this is working out the way that it did. Also, yeah, this room is practically dead for our purposes, so we may hurry up and reclaim everything here. I hear you. Hey look, a word seed. Now that we can actually freely avoid printing out more dupes and just focus on resources, I guess. That's fun. Okay, we're gonna avoid this. I may give it its own special pit later once we get some more steel and maybe some stuff using ceramic insulating tiles. And that's because that's a leaky oil fissure that we should probably, oh, I don't know, tap into soon. It's free crude oil, may as well. I'm a little torn between should I try and keep it because it might be usable, and no, I should just shove these over here somewhere and worry about it over there. And yeah, that may be what I need to do. I'll do my whole pip setup, but we should probably focus on that more sooner rather than later, just because at least everywhere I've touched so far, it's nice, but we can't really do anything in terms of growing nosh beans. And we could probably brush some off to over here, but that's a little bit too cold. In fact, nearly anywhere I decide to push into right now is probably going to be a little bit too cold. But for now, let's, no, right there's actually a terrible idea. Again, the leaky, you gotta remember about the leaky oil fissure. Ideally, we're probably going to need to stash that somewhere down, further down, just because I won't have to pump in carbon dioxide. It'll just naturally settle in there. The only issue now becomes making sure it's in that sweet spot of what is that? -13 to 32 Fahrenheit. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could start like making ethanol and trying to cool it, but hold on. How short of a cycle? 21 days, 20 kilograms per cycle of ethanol, and it's another dirt consumer. Maybe I shouldn't care about it too much. Like I like making the spicy tofu. I think it's cool because I've never been able to make it before. Okay, that's too hot, and I'm pretty sure flashing this won't help me at all. Oh look, another oil binder. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should focus more on actually developing other parts of the base before I start really worrying about what else can I do. And also, we seem to be running low on fridge space, which is kind of interesting to me. I should probably add in a few more just to be safe, because we don't need any food rotting. It's probably not going to happen at this point. What is that? 1.3 million calories. We're probably sitting fairly comfortably that we can fix any issue and not worry about our dupes starving or running into some kind of food crisis. Also, I've been meaning to dress all of them up just because at one point we had over 700 reed fiber. Special thanks to that very nice polluted, oh for fuck's sake, polluted water vent that spawned really close to, oh god. It spawned really close to the printer. And I think we were just fortunate that we just started digging in the right direction. Okay, are there still a lot of snazzy suits here? I feel like there are. Oh, there's not that many left. Well, it looks like we're gonna set somebody to work again, and I swear it just hit Meemaw a little while ago. Okay, yeah, this lazy idea of just letting this melt and come down here is gonna probably pan out. And I should double check to make sure these are bedrooms. These are indeed bedrooms. It's always good to check to make sure you didn't accidentally screw something up. I know I've done it before, and it's better to just check and not make stupid assumptions like that. And oh. Well, I'm sorry. There you go. You can have that. I'm dreading. Oh right, there's a ladder there. I'm dreading needing to fix up people's skill points. So instead, we're gonna start focusing on some of the little finer aspects of colony design, I suppose, in the sense of actually trying to build them a rec room. But all that really means is we had that double whammy of I need to move the metal refinery to not heat up the base anymore. It had a purpose much earlier in the game, honestly, like the first 150 cycles, but it was starting to do a lot more harm than good here at the end. Okay, we're gonna keep doing this. I think what we're gonna do is seriously just run bedrooms vertically as far as we can. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with here, whether if they're gonna end up being more bedrooms or if they're gonna end up being something else entirely. I am not sure. Also, since those are gone, can I... Okay, we can make 3 beds and that'll mean we're out of plastic, but first we're gonna... Wait, no, that's a masterpiece, isn't it? No, it's a mediocre. Okay, we're getting rid of those and upgrading them to be actual masterpieces now that we've got our... Now that we've got our actual good artists in. You know what, this can wait a while, since it will take a while. Also, is this happening because there's intermittent power once again, or do we have a different issue we need to take care of? It's the intermittent power issue, okay. I should probably start addressing that a bit more, since I think that might be a more pressing issue to deal with. Also, are any of you holding lead? I don't recall.
Who's dying?
There is scalding, because I made the mop here.
Okay.
And you know, because they lag long enough, they kind of just hang out in the scalding area. I should probably just set up a permanent Roomba over here. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll get the job done, and nobody needs to worry about anything. But you know. Also, I know I've been focusing on, or I'm trying to focus on upgrading the last paintings to be actual masterpieces, but we're gonna leave that mushroom here. I think it's hilarious.
I like the mushroom.
That and there may be like a pony head or a unicorn head somewhere around here. Like, I'm leaving that alone too. It just makes me laugh. I like it. I guess I could / should make something out of this room, and I'm not sure what to make of it. Hang on. How big is a recreational room? It's 96, so it's basically going to be like a mirror image of up here, but it's going to have to end here because of the very obvious need for other things. Okay, it may be not such a great idea to build one there, thanks to us having an Atmosuit dock over there that may be expanded in the future. I'm not sure. What I will start doing though, because of our hopefully increasing amounts of refined metal, is to start running these lines out to where they belong. And this time it will not be wise to connect those two first, because we will start causing issues with our power supply and needing to repair things quickly. Also, okay, there's gotta be... It's right here. It's right here. It's these 2 pieces that are not functioning correctly. They still seem to be the normal wiring, I think. So maybe if we fix that, we'll get to see this flip from red to white.
Yeah.
Hopefully. There we go. Yep, it was it.
Good.
Yay, problem solving, apparently. We'll probably fix this in the coming, like, day, I think. You guys got this? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deconstruct that one. and then quickly just do that, and look, everything's fine. It was offline for like literally a few seconds. Right, get rid of that to reclaim the resources, and probably do the same thing for these little nubs where other things used to be much earlier in the game. And yeah, I think things are looking good now. I have a feeling we're running into the power issues because this is, what is that, 1200 watts? So no real surprises there. Oh boy, what am I getting this time? Look, some omelets! I'll say, oh. Food's gonna start spoiling because I'm a big idiot guy that didn't apply the settings to the fridges.
Good job.
Yeah, go me. Hang on. Before we continue. I think we're doing a great job on breathability for now. I mean, we're starting to get some barely breathable regions up here, but it's mostly good.
That's very good.
Like, it's mostly a non-issue, so that probably means I don't have to worry about setting up another oxygen processing and delivery room. But yeah. Also, how are we doing in terms of lumber? That is a lot of lumber. Okay. Also, I see we're nearing another bed on top of the 3 that I said we could make already. So here, get rid of that layer. Did the carbon skimmer do its job? It still seems to be working and doing its job. I think the downside right now is that it's gonna bring chlorine gas up to here, and it's gonna screw with this mealwood for a little while. But it's just mealwood. It's okay. Also, I think I've made up my mind again, and as long as I don't increase this one, there's at least already infrastructure for moving this around somewhere else. That, and I'm not convinced I actually gave myself room to expand. I think I just literally meant for it to be those 4, and we can definitely move this whole setup somewhere else later. It's just that I really needed them to build this first, and with so much hydrogen around, they flat out can't breathe in it, so may as well not torture them and give them the chance to breathe. Okay, so now that that's done for, right? So where did that random like train of thought go? What I'm gonna do is make sure. Hang on. Oh look, we can build one more now. What we're gonna do is we actually are gonna turn this into some sort of rec room, but I think we're gonna cheap out. I think we're gonna drop in a blender into here. We're gonna try and be a little more power conscious of it, just because I mean it is sharing a lot of power already, and I don't. As much as I want to throw in, say, a jukebox or an arcade, it's probably not in my best interest to do so right now, just because, again, I'd rather have that other area up and running, in terms of, what is that? In terms of, power. Also, I need to start deleting some of these nubs from pre-existing,
features.
Yeah, infrastructure, I suppose.
Buildings.
Yeah, also, did I ever replace my thing? I did not. Please tell me you're too cold? Good. I never replaced the hospital. I think we need to go do that. It's freezing over here. Is the hospital also like a 96 one? It's also a 96 one. I think we're gonna honestly stash one over here. It seems to be mostly okay in terms of breathability and whatnot. and I don't think it'll be too big an issue. Plus, I really don't know what to stash over here. Did I hack up? I did. Okay. Hang on. First of all, hydrogen room. The hydrogen room is currently stable, and I may give it a helping hand here technically, since I forgot to hook up the automation wiring towards that last hydrogen generator. None of these are automated though. We let them run for their little heart's content. Plus, it helps them be fast, so who cares? Alright, 72 tiles. That's not bad. We will later formally make a hospital. It's just our original hospital was kind of not in a good working area, so to speak. Okay, so I could set up the right infrastructure for this, but we're not. I could put the disease clinic in and, you know, all this nice cool stuff that we probably can't use right now.
You can't. You need a med pack. Which needs the balm lilies.
I know, and I don't have any right now. Alright, 3 of those. We're gonna cheap out with the fact that I am not gonna bother running any kind of stuff over here, so we're gonna drop that in. We're gonna drop in a toilet somewhere. It's an under plumbing. And by toilet, I totally mean outhouse. Alright, isn't that the basic requirements for it? Yeah, just missing toilet. Okay. So let's start. Oh my god. Let's start trying to shove people that need to go to this, and it seems to just be an Abe and an Ashcan, and I feel like I really have to emphasize that just because there are multiple of each dupe now running around. I don't suppose I'll get a good count for how many of these I still need to make. I'm gonna bet on it's at least another 20, so I'll probably assign somebody to try and take care of like 20. Oh sure, now you're cooperating. There we go. I think this was an impressive feat in and of itself, just trying to get everybody to have their own snazzy suit. I mean, I haven't succeeded just yet, it's just, I think it's cool. Alright, is it that there's 3 snazzy suits left, or are you trying to tell me something? God damn it, Bubbles. Come pick up your fucking suit. Okay. Let's go there. There goes another 80 units of reed fiber, and then we'll hopefully be able to count next time and see how many of those we're actually going to still need. Both of those are set to 9. We've got multiple mechatronics engineers on base, so probably not too big an issue. Like a duplicate may not use this unless they're under 80. Kelsey, we learned this on your map, but how was it? Was it that you slide it further to the right or further to the left? Considering Otto just showed up, I'm gonna bet that it's further to the, yeah, over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the further right you go, the more likely they are to be able to use it. Okay, we've got 3 beds, which means I can take out 2.5 rooms, but we're just gonna take out 1 room. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now for, you know, getting Dupe's bedrooms. It's still gonna take an awfully long time, but it's happening. Given the amount of pinch of pepper nut we've got, I'm leaning towards just making a stupidly big espresso room and just call it a cafe. That'd be fun. And probably doable at this point. Also, now that everything's working out just great, of course we've got a huge excess of calories. We're actually higher than we ever were, from compared to much earlier in the game. By that I mean there was a point in time where we had like 1.2, 1.3 mil, and it was I think we were still in the first half of the game, the first half of the challenge, I should say. Okay, there's a chance I could probably turn this into a park by leaving that hexagon and doing the whole normal setup. I'm halfway thinking we're getting that weird layering again of breathability on top and below and a carbon dioxide layer. I mean, a lot of that has to do with this coal generator right here, but I'm kind of at a loss for why it's happening in multiple places on the map. I'm just gonna blame the fact that there is 100 of them running around. Oh, good. Now you're too hot. Well, a combination of now it's too hot and now there's not enough water. Alright, time to back it up and see where the problem is. Okay, it looks like we're getting a lot of issues over here, but I'm also willing to bet that a lot of this is coming from the fact that we've just got intermittent power issues, practically stopping us from running these at full blast like all the time. That and the few of these that are still growing are probably siphoning off a decent chunk of water. Oh well, it's not like we need to fix a calorie issue like we did 100 cycles ago. We're fine. Wait, are you dormant? Good. How hot are you? Okay, whatever dupe gets showered in that is probably not going to be too happy about it. But what we're going to start doing... Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? There's Atmosuit docks. What we're going to do is we're going to try and run more insulated tile up and to the left to try and protect the base from the left side. Hey, I can finally get that oxyfern seed, Kelsey. Okay, so we can do that. We're going to try and drain all this water into this pit. We're going to try and probably double layer this so that all the water cools and just, well, all the steam cools and falls into this pit and just supplies us with an additional source of free water. I suppose I should be doing that for the other two cool steam vents that are around the base, or I think it's the other two. One's still completely capped and buried, and the other one I think is just there waiting. So there we go, another comfy bed. This would go so much faster if we actually had other crude oil, petroleum production, but we don't. We'll just make do with this. Okay, it's 80 tiles. I'm pretty sure we're just 16 shy of the max room, so that's fine. I think what we will do though is run a juicer and probably a soda fountain. But first, just gotta verify that. Yeah, that can handle those two. Probably. So we'll run the juicer right there for the sake of the water pipe issue. Because the decorations are ugly in here, we're going to keep dropping in statues, and we're going to pretty much do that whole alternating thing of dropping in a thing, dropping in a statue, and I don't know what to do with the rest of this room. Is there anything free that I can probably put down? I mean, I guess I could blanket it in some pedestals for later, for when they do like space missions, but that's not exactly viable right now. What I do? Was I just missing the rec room? I was just missing a rec room. Alright, so what's technically left? We need to cure somebody of a disease, we don't have 80% of the map done, we don't have smooth hatches, so we can't do the down the hatch achievement. We've not really explored the surface, so we can't do a immovable object. That's probably not happening this playthrough, the easy living achievement. And job suitability probably isn't happening either, but this one was just not necessarily for that. Except for, using nothing but Dupe power to reach that one achievement, the generating so much power without building certain machines. You're not starving, you're fine. You know you're fine. Okay. So that's plus 120. I think the soda machine is also plus 120. That also is pretty much my cue to set up that little-ish thing that I like to do over here. I'd say there's probably easier and better ways to do this, and assuming I actually put this in put a rec room in a better area later. That's not the right tab. We'll run this significantly better, but for now, that might create spaghetti, but we'll be fine. We'll run something like 3 gas canisters now.
Don't forget to filter it.
I don't need to filter it though. Actually, no. What if we?
I'm seeing the wrong line.
Here, never mind. What if we do build them instead on par with up here, just to avoid other kinds of spaghetti. And the bad thing for now is that it's gonna split weirdly. So here, we'll go like that. I think to just give them that little boost, we're gonna do the same-ish thing. I just don't know where the gas filter counts as its edge. I think it's a 3 wide. I'm not really paying attention, but I just acknowledge that it's different, I suppose. Okay, run that there. It's gonna be a little slow going. I'm pretty sure I should have decided this a lot earlier just to get things going, but at least when the natural gas generator fires off again, by the time I force the natural gas generator to fire off again, we'll be in a good place here. Alright, I gotta think to make sure everything's fine. That probably explains some of the power issues then, if we accidentally forgot to check up on this, because
you broke it.
I had to fix it because the water deleted itself or something. Okay. There. We'll leave that pretty much intact and we'll deal with it later. Here, I'm also gonna preemptively set that all the way up to 90. Oh. Hey, can I have a copy settings? No? Okay. I would have guessed that this would also have copy settings, but sure. We'll do the cliched, like Call of Duty reload thing. It's like, I fired 1 bullet, I need to, reload. Oh no, they're at only at 90% health. They may as well pay a visit to the triage cot. Okay, there we go. That basically gives us back the natural gas generator. So we'll start filling up on some natural gas up here. And I need to start running some of this again. Again, if we are to complete some of these more intensive projects, we need to actually get more of our resources up and running. Also, destroying that cot means this person gets their nice comfy bed, and they're happy, and we're still like 2 shears away from the next possible bed. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna go with, hey, look, there is still 1.4 mil calories, and we're probably okay. And we should probably kill another one of these Drekos. Just cause
overcrowding?
A little bit of equal parts overcrowding, and I'd rather have glossies taking over the place rather than those guys. See, look, we have another glossy one coming in. Or another glossy egg, I should say. Okay, wow, they are still using that textile loom for the more snazzy suits. Again, it's probably equal parts getting screwed by the whole intermittent power thing, but you know, it's probably okay. There we go. That is definitely not enough carbon dioxide to be able to fill up a gas canister for soda, but it's at least... Did you just say sore back, or... Okay. Do we have to worry about you yet? We don't have to worry about you yet. Okay, you're halted because of pressure. Oh good, it only needs 500 grams of it, but... Yeah. Okay, there's my rec room. I'm pretty sure I could shove something else in here if I really wanted to. It might just be another juicer because we can. And it may in fact be that. In fact, these science machines will move somewhere else eventually. And I'm not sure if one of these things is better than the other in terms of what buffs it gives, how much morale it gives, but I'm sure it's fine. Also, is it red down here? I think we may run just another carbon skimmer in the kitchen area because I think it's a little ridiculous that it's building up here. It's probably much more easily solvable if I, again, dropped one somewhere down here instead. Probably, like I was contemplating, what was that, like 10 cycles ago? But, I guess some progress is better than no progress. So here, if we were to drop one literally right there, I think the best I've got is, yeah, the end pipe is right there, and I can like liquid bridge out twice, and just actually we're gonna run that out with insulated. Run it there, and then we just need power, and then we'll proceed to contemplate where the hell I should drop in another one of these, and probably not do anything about it for the next 30 cycles, you know, like I usually end up doing. And this needs to be opened because our water level's dropping a little too much. It's coming in from there, or no it's not. It's coming in from the polluted water pit. Okay. That'll be fine. What are you guys supposed to be feeding? Ah, okay. So it looks like I could either turn that on, or I could turn on the top ones. It doesn't seem like it's gonna matter. At least the way that I was having things in mind. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe I need to add some more manual generators just because we still are dealing with power issues. Oh wait, no, that particular wheel may be automated. That particular wheel is automated. Okay, did not remember setting it up like that, but sure. We have 364 kilograms of natural gas. I don't think it's in my best interest to hook up another one. Our coal does not seem to have moved much, so I may just say screw it and throw in another coal generator here. This really just tells me that I probably do need to worry about I need automation. Probably do need to worry about actually doing petroleum and running a petroleum generator somewhere far below the base so that we don't have to deal with anything bad happening, really. You guys got it? Good. Okay. Alright. Not. Hey, lime! Okay. Of course we start getting lime once we stop needing to print out people, right? That works like that. So now we've got double coal. I don't know what just decided to go, but I'm gonna assume that that's enough. Yeah, enough plastic for another comfy bed. The great thing about hearing that sound fire off, right? So gold is looking kind of hot. Wow. Okay. How's everything doing? That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad temperature all around. That's pretty good. It's not a bad temperature in here either. Like I said, it probably heats up like a degree every like 5 to 8 cycles. Not really terrible, if you ask me. And I think I should probably focus far more on how power production is happening because I think the intermittent running of oxygen supplies are gonna get really, really bad here in a little while. So here, we're gonna do what I know to do best. We're just gonna drop in some more manual generators here. I know they're gonna have issues breathing, but oh well. What else do we have under here? I guess if I was better about it, I could go set up a steam turbine near a one of the, I believe, 2 hot steam vents. We've got enough lumber that I could probably afford to drop another wood burner, but I don't think it really produces that much power to justify it. It's only plus 300. Hell, a normal manual generator produces more than that. And yeah, I think we're getting pinged with all the suffocatings because of right there, or at least it better be because of right there. It's probably not helping their morale much by leaving me to do that, or leaving them to do that. So we may fix that. I may ironically just run a 4th hydrogen generator because again this is not moving, so that's technically stable. We've not increased or really decreased, or I should say around 1800 kilograms per tile of hydrogen. So it may be time to go. Hold on. Well, for one, it's really hot down here for us to have wild molten slicksters, but somewhere around here, and I want to say it was this guy. Yeah, there's a nice free hydrogen vent over here that we can probably tap into and help supplement really all of, you're fine, really supplement all of that hydrogen that's being sent over to the, well, hydrogen room. And it's probably going to guarantee us at least one more hydrogen generator before, this is weird. This feels like a Bionicle symbol from, yeah, just this weird oxalite formation. I'm not going to think about it. Oh good, this is still melting. I still see it weirdly stratified though. That and, you know, maybe dropping in the carbon dioxide skimmer over here might be more beneficial. As you can tell, I'm kind of torn on where I should drop some of these things in. Okay, that's still fine. The food supply's fine.
Yay.
We've got a handful of comfy beds, but I dread the amount of real estate that this is gonna need to ultimately take up. And, you know, the probably not too near future. That is definitely going to be a long-term end goal for calling this playthrough of the 100 Dupe Challenge truly well and done. But hold up, what are you? I don't remember seeing you there. Or did we get shorted one, or is this just a troll apparition of a neutronium layer?
Troll.
Because I mean, it even seems correct. It's got the whole obsidian thing. I'm just gonna dig into it and do a little exploration, just to verify it's not something like important that we missed out on.
More water.
I'm gonna laugh if it is. Nope. It just looks like the game was trying to spawn another geyser or volcano or something over here, and it just didn't do anything. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. Cool. Sure. Okay, hopefully now they're actually gonna start running the soda machine now that there actually is
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, so here, let's turn that up to 6 so that people actually use it. Oh hey, I see the little nub there. Okay, get rid of that. If this expansion for all the rooms is to continue though, we definitely are going to have to set up another oxygen processing and distribution room, just because breathability is kind of getting to be an issue in the higher levels of the bedroom section, I guess.
Area?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are still making this? Is it because of the power? Fine, we'll come back when all the snazzy suits are made, because we're gonna try and clothe everyone. Also, did something happen? Or, oh, no, never mind. Right, I printed out... No, that doesn't make any sense. Why do we have 2 wild Drecos? Also, how old are you guys? That was not the Dreco. You're only 18. Huh. I remember printing out 2 pip eggs a little while ago, but not Drecos. Seems odd. Do we have a... Oh, okay, no. Okay, no, what... No, really, what are you feeding? You're feeding those electrolyzers and nothing else. Well, I guess 2 carbon skimmers, but yeah. Okay, it doesn't look like... It looks like my cooling loop for the metal refinery panned out fairly well. It's not adding in extra heat to this, and it doesn't seem to be really doing anything negative up here. So this bodes well, and it's probably something I should keep in mind for future playthroughs on Rime slash maybe run it through a cold biome to try and vent out its heat. I'm still at a loss for what to do for a few things. I might like add in a few more mess hall tables, but that's really not necessary because I counted out to the 100 and we're done. How far are we from the next bed? We can actually build the next bed now. So here, like unless I fail to work quickly, somebody's about to not have a bed. Okay, do that. We do need to again upgrade that painting, but it'll probably wait for a bit. I should really find out where they're suffocating, but I have a huge feeling that it's them right here trying to run and generate power for the colony. So maybe I should run another one of these up from somewhere. The question becomes where, and I should probably take it from one of the hotter pipes. Hey, wait a minute, what happened here? Am I missing something here? Because the water finally decided to warm up, making its way down here. I may need to flip these insulated pipes into normal pipes, but it seems to actually warm back up on its way up, and that seems rather odd. That's really what's causing this strange food system collapse over here. Maybe I should actually go finish one of the projects I need to be taking care of, namely the capping that one steam vent. Maybe capping's not the right word, but he's very shaky today.
He is.
Okay, we'll run that. I should probably run some automation wiring for this just to shut it off at our own discretion. Okay, this also means we're going to need to probably build a staircase up to make sure that, it drains from here completely. Oh boy, what are we getting this time? Yes, give me iron. I don't think we necessarily need to build out of ceramic, but I think I will just because we can. I think we're gonna try and run it near the same way we've done other rooms, I should say. Okay, we should run it like that. I should probably be careful with the clay layer, but we'll see. I think the best thing I can do right now is actually just try and map out like the ceiling for it. 1, 2, yeah. Like we'll just map out the ceiling. We'll worry about reachability later. And I think we'll take a chance on the inner layer and have that be made out of more or less normal material. I think we're gonna try and drop in, say, mesh tiles on either side like that, but add another layer of insulated tiling on the outside. Let's do that. Okay, we don't we don't really need to worry about this for like the next 30 cycles or so, but I'd still rather start getting it completed. And yeah, I probably like I keep saying, I probably do need to hurry up with the setup of another um, oxygen creation distribution room, but I have a feeling handling the failing power supply is probably a little more important. It doesn't seem to be occurring so frequently right now. It seems to be that I can't run everything in the base and the metal refinery at once. But it also means that we're going to be in this weird catch-22 of when I eventually do set up the petroleum engine, we're going to need petroleum. But in order to make it, we're going to need power. And it's just going to be a hellish nightmare of, well, you can't do that because it's still being made, or you can't power the engine because there's not enough petroleum, and I need to filter the petroleum from the crude oil pit, and just all that good fun stuff that comes with, I guess, having too much power needs and not enough power generation. That, and of course somebody's going to need to stay, there's going to need to be a power station room to get the most amount of power from the generator. Also, because I've been running the really heavy watt wiring and there's only 2.4 kilowatts out of 50, it probably guarantees that we're going to try, and I really want to emphasize that explains so much. Hang on. We're gonna try to build the petroleum engine somewhere over here, but probably block it off in such a way that it still functions and adds power to this entire power spine, but not much else. Alright, so I was trying a long time ago to build another infinite gas room here. That explains where a lot of our water's been going, and why there is so much goddamn fresh water down here. They've just been emptying it out into here, and it's just been flowing out and overflowing into here. That explains so much. I completely forgot about that. Oh well, I suppose. Also, now that I've paid attention to the water, lo and behold, it's actually cooling the way it's supposed to be again. That's odd. That's like really, really odd. I mean, I guess you can make a case that it's warming up here, so of course it started warming up over there, but that just seems odd. Anyway, we've reached the 100 dupes. This map will certainly live on, I want to say in the near future, because I want to just prove that we reached 100. It's going to continue because I want to ensure that it wasn't just a sprint to 100 and that's it. Yay, challenge met, now GTFO. We're going to keep it running just because I want to see what happens with a colony of 100 people running around. It may get to a point that, since this was such a great seed in my opinion, that, well, for one, Kelsey is probably going to continue her Opposite Day series, the one where she inadvertently takes control of the channel and, at least at this point in time, plays Oxygen Not Included, just to give a different perspective from my other half, I suppose.
Yep.
I may load up in the future this exact same seed and play it normally, not as a 100 dupe challenge, but just see where a normal colony would go and just see what the hell would you do with that amount of water. And we're gonna go ahead and grab the DLC now because that was literally my last requirement. Just hey, hobble over the finish line for the 100 dupe challenge, and we'll probably go ahead and grab the DLC and start exploring that whole mess, and see what interesting and new stuff we can come up with. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the long 400 and what was that 410, 415 cycle long playthrough to reach 100 dupes, along with all the little course corrections along the way. Tomorrow is Friday, so we'll be hosting our usual weekly game night featuring the Jackbox Party Packs. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you guys next time.